Hello everyone, a very good morning. So the topic for discussion today is a silent threat beyond the surface. I once recall well that in my 6th class I was being told that water is a source of life and it is abundant in nature. Conserving and preserving it should be through a multi-dimensional approach as it is a basic need for human settlement, for agriculture and industry and what not. However, today, as being a UN changemaker, if I ponder, aren't we contaminating the water till that level which has a direct impact on aquatic and marine ecosystem? Let's put the data on the table. As per the UNEP report of 2019, it states that there are right now 400 dead zones in the world's ocean where water is so low in oxygen that flora and fauna cannot even survive. Further, the World Health Organization has denoted that around 82.34% of wastewater has been generated from homes, factories, and hospitals is lately being discharged into the environment untreated. And I think the humans do not have to be surprised enough to know what are its outcomes. Death of aquatic animals, shellfish, sharks, disruption of water cycle, breakdown of food chain and ecological diversity, causing waterborne diseases, loss of vegetation, and majorly eutrophication. That is depletion of oxygen and emergence of phosphorus and nitrogen, leading to bigger problems of algae and bacteria all around us. So, what to do? We do have written in exams about all these. We daily read in newspapers about each and everything. We have a National Geographic subscription on OTT platforms to make our kids aware about all these. But are we the ones who even think to take a step forward to manage our own planet Earth, to make it clean? Is the world thinking anything to do about this? Are the superpowers or the international organizations working their ways out? Like meeting in G7, G20 meetings, COP meetings. Are they doing anything? Indeed, they are, such as the international conventions and agreements that happen globally. For example, if I can recall well, it is the Marpol Convention, which deals with the prevention of pollution from ships, Barcelona Declaration regarding the protection of Mediterranean Sea against pollution. We do have quarterly and periodic reports or bilateral agreements to globally take steps forward as termed as CBDR, that is common but differentiated responsibility. At the national level, in the face of the challenges, the Sustainable Development Goal number 14, that is life below water, commits countries to be united over what is a truly global responsibility of every nation. That is the protection of our oceans and the lives that depends on it. By significantly reducing the marine pollution of all kinds. In order to achieve the above various activities, there have been undertaken by multiple bodies to take ahead few important parameters. Number one, they monitor the coastal water quality and alert the government and other stakeholders on the status of coastal health. They also detect periodical changes in coastal water quality, predict pollution levels, and provide real-time information of water quality and status of the coastal waters. They do develop numerical models for the protection of coastal water quality and dissemination of water quality information via web and mobile applications. There is also happening of conduct of coastal clean campaigns for Indian beaches in line with the Coastal Clean Sea campaign of the United Nations and Environment Agency. To develop seawater quality criteria SWQC for the coastal waters, waste disposal zones, fishing ports, harbors, ecological sensitive habitats for protection of marine life. There has also been derivation of environmental quality indices through ecological risk assessment of metals in the coastal water. Having said so, these things have been taken up nationally and internationally by Government of India. But what is that we can do on our level? Individually, what can we do? We do have steps that can be undertaken by each person to improve the best for the society and conserve our water purity, directly saving the aquatic marine culture. Number one, that is the most important, everybody's might be aware about it. That is reduction, that is the reduce the usage of single-use plastic. that is plastic bags, water bottles, straws, cups, utensils, and other disposable items. Instead, use reusable alternatives whenever it is possible. And the biggest example out here is McDonald's. They have recently stopped giving straws with the beverages content. Whenever I used to go to have a burger and take a beverage that is Fanta, they used to provide me previously, but now they do not provide me with straws. Number two, disposal of waste in a very proper manner. Never litter and always recycle or compost your waste. That is making sure that what we throw does not come back to us. The third and most important thing is choosing sustainable seafood. Everybody is not vegetarian. Some few people are also non-vegetarian. And when you eat seafood, make sure to choose options that are caught or framed in a sustainable way. The fourth thing is support the organizations that are working to protect water inducted marine ecosystems by donating money, volunteering your time, or spreading awareness about the issue. Even you can find within your society such kind of people who are associated with such humanly soaring activities which might give you a push ahead. The most important is get involved in your own community. Talk to your elected officials by writing, and nowadays the best means is going and using Twitter, where complaints are being generated and actions are being taken quickly by them. Why it happens, have you ever pondered? They also know Janta Jagruk hai. You can also start taking up a local cleanup projects to organize a beach cleanup, which constantly happens in Bombay, Pondicherry, and most of the coastal areas of Kerala. Uh, Most important thing is at our metropolitan cities, use of non-toxic cleaning products. When you clean your houses, use products that are from harmful chemicals. That is the biggest example would be use soaps instead of loafers. Now the shower gels has come, but do not use that. Use soaps. Avoid using pesticides and herbicides. That is instead use natural pest control methods. Go for organic food making things where the water content is little lesser and it is manageable. Marine pollution is a complex problem, but it is one that we can solve if we work together. By taking these steps, you can help to make a difference for our oceans and marine life. But you must be thinking whatever he's just saying, is anyone doing or following it? Does it work? Yes, it does. In 2019, though I have a lot of facts to give it to you, but due to propensity of time, I'll make you aware of 2-3 examples that has happened globally where people have taken some steps forward. In 2019, a group of volunteers in Indonesia, they cleaned up over 100 tons of plastic waste from the beaches of Bali. The cleanup was being organized by the Plastic Oceans Foundation, and it was one of the largest beach cleanups ever conducted globally. In 2020, a group of students in the United States of America started a campaign to ban plastic straws in their school districts. This campaign was very, very successful. In 2021, a group of fishermen in Mexico started a project to collect and recycle fishing nets. And you know, fishing nets plus plastic impacts the water. One previous event that is worth mentioning is the International Coastal Cleanup, which is being organized by the Ocean Conservancy. This event is held every year in September, and it is the world's largest volunteer-led cleanup event. In 2022, over 13 million people from over 180 countries participated in this cleanup, and they collected over 300 million pounds of trash. Can you imagine? That is a huge quantity. However, the nation does have prescribed laws under which penalties are being imposed on those who damage and degrade the water level and bring toxicity into the surface, such as the Environmental Protection Act of our country, Coastal Regulation Act, that is CRZ, Wildlife Protection Act, which talks about no trading of marine animals such as turtles, dolphins. These are being restricted. Penalties, fines, and imprisonment do happen, and the rates are somehow increasing. If we do not stop now and start taking initiative to conserve this silent threat that I talked about, that is the water and the marine ecosystem, we shall fail against the time if we do not do this. As we say, is the survival of the fittest. then let's be the one. Thank you for hearing. Thank you.